Welcome. How are you all doing? How are we today? Awesome. Great. Superb. Superb. Good evening and welcome everyone. You can switch on your cameras if you like. Okay, mics are kept on mute so that there is no much disturbance. But you can feel free to interact by keeping your cameras on, participating, typing in the chat box. All right. So good to have you all here. And for those of you who know me, my name is Mehernosh Randeria. For those of you who don't know me, my name is still Mehernosh Randeria only. Doesn't change. Okay. So welcome to this session. And we are going to have an interesting journey today. It's a very short, brief session. But the intent of the session is to understand that what are some things which come in the way of being super clear? What are some things that we don't even realize that come in the way of, of being productive? Okay, tell me, type in the chat box. How often it has happened that you have decided with full focus, full attention to do something, and then you have got, driven to something else, or attention has got diverted to something else? When does that happen? Every day. Okay. In what kind of situations? Many times. Yeah. So what are those things which take your attention away? Always, most of the times. Yeah. So let's pinpoint a few things. Every day while leaving for office, I do late. Okay. Watching movie on Netflix. All right. What is that key thing that has become a necessity for us that we have to carry with us all the time? And still, although it is supposed to be helping us, we tend to be driven by that tool. Mobile phone, yeah. Clutter, notifications, loss of focus, thoughts coming in mind about another task. Okay, that's a different session altogether about what to do with those thoughts. But right now, the focus of this session is what to do with that necessary tool that we have. And I'm very knowingly using the word necessary. We can't do without our mobile, right? It's needed. And in NLP, we say that every behavior has a positive intention. Our mobile also has a positive intention. We are holding it for that reason. So what are some of the tools, some of the devices that we are using in day-to-day life? Mobile is just one thing. Interesting shortcuts coming up. Yeah, okay. Mobile, laptop, TV. Yeah. Tab. Yes. Apps, PC, Kindle. Right. Yeah, so many things. Gossip. Okay, I'm talking about devices. Okay, but yeah, we also use it for gossip, right? Okay, mobile, tab, Bluetooth, handset, consoles, digi-reader, laptop. Wow, so many things. Books. Okay. So here is a question to reflect on. And think about this question as it comes up on the screen. Are you running your devices, or are your devices running you? Second, okay. So let's elaborate a bit on that. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by devices running you? Even though we want to control. Yeah. So what happens? What makes you think that devices are running you? Out of control? Yep. Addiction, dominating, left to my own devices. Yeah, literally and metaphorically. I go to social media to post about my products and get back to work, but I get distracted by other things. Yes, notifications, dopamine. The same tool or the device, which is supposed to be a supportive tool to us, ends up being the distractor. Now, why do you think that happens? We plan to do a thing and then get diverted. Yeah, the technology and AI in place that are using mind games to make us be on it for long. Ads on social media. Yeah, so what is hooking us onto that? What makes us get diverted into it while we are supposed to? We open the phone to send a WhatsApp message, and there are other groups where there are ping pongs happening and ting tongs happening, and all the pop-ups comes, and then we go into that. And then we realize, wait, जो करने आया था वो पहले करते. Let me send that message and then come back. And that realization often comes after we have indulged enough in gossip, trivia, or jokes, or reels. And then we go and say, but wait, why did I open Instagram? I wanted to message my friend that this is happening. वो तो बाजू में रह गया, right? So, what is happening? Information overload, dopamine release, pleasure come centers in the brain is triggered. Yeah. Urge to know. We think we are gaining more info, feeling good. Yes. Yes. So I want you to think how many of you can relate to some scenarios that I'm going to put up over here. Yeah. Keep sharing in the chat and think about, can you relate to something like this? Picking up the phone, turning into hours of scrolling. And you realize, oh, where time went. And as a result of that, maybe, missing out deadlines. How often it happens that your important messages in WhatsApp or even your emails are buried in the depth of all other clutter. Yes, unread notifications, emails. So what do you think? What is the impact of this? Is the impact related to only missing out on these deadlines? Where is the impact of this? Lost time, yeah. So where all reminders are also missed, yeah. So where? Tell me a bigger picture now. Let's understand the larger impact of these. These are on day-to-day level. This is on nitty-gritty. Drains of energy, reduces productivity, confidence. Yeah. Where else does it impact? You are supposed to do a task, it doesn't happen. Eyes, yeah, eye strain, personal life, opportunity cost. So true. Understand one thing, it creates a mental fatigue because there is a constant decision to be made that, oh, this notification has come, I have to open it. And another very important thing over here, there is, like some people were typing over here, like dopamine or instant gratification. Where is that needed? Where is that coming from? It's also a kind of a FOMO, a fear of missing out. I feel like Pavlov's dog, Aparna is saying, yeah, right? Confused of watching all the downloaded videos. So, of course, lost time, right? You realize that small distractions snowball into wasted hours. Productivity reduces, emotional drain. Because at the end of it, how often it happens that you think that the entire day you were very, very busy. And you were indeed very busy. Okay? Very busy. Full day, you were working, you were doing something or the other on your mobile or laptop. There was no time to do anything else. But at the end of the day, if you were asked that what did you accomplish today, what task got done today, and sometimes what may happen is that you may wonder, okay, bhai, kya kiya? I'm not able to pinpoint what exactly did I do. Where did that time go? So that creates even more anxiety. That creates even more overwhelm. That what am I chasing? It becomes like a racing game that I am trying to read all the mails, read all the messages, do all the tasks, and still it's not being done. So then, when will I ever catch up? It becomes like a catching up game, isn't it? So what I want you to do right now, just pause and reflect that what are some of the places where this clutter is getting created. Now, don't give me answers the way you have given me right now. Pause before you type in. What is creating the clutter? What do you think? Some areas of life, notifications, yeah. What else? What else? Mindset of curiosity, forwards, okay. So, what to do with all those forwards which keep coming? Tell them no, exit the groups. Why are you there in the group? But you say, no, no, I have to maintain relationships. So then, reading a message, not acting on it, marking it as unread. Yeah, now think about that. A very, very common process that people do. Even I used to do that earlier, during my earlier days. A message would come and I am yet to act on it. What to do? Mark it as unread. उससे क्या होगा? Where will that unread message ultimately be? Deep down in the clutter, because new messages will keep floating up, right? Too many apps, WhatsApp group. Yeah. Golgapala. Okay. So let's do a quick exercise right now. Look at your mobile screen. Okay. And look at this count. Tell me how many numbers are there that you can see on your message that shows that, how many unread messages are there. And type in the chat box. What numbers are showing up? Okay, 36. None. Okay. Interesting. 0. All right. None are showing or it is not showing at all. Yeah, no number. Yeah. So is it no number or is it 0? Okay. Awesome. Shows icons, not numbers. Okay. Good. Kept them off. Very good. So you're already, some of you are already following the best practices. Wow, 18 emails, 438 WhatsApp messages, 35 SMSs. Okay, awesome. So in my phone, I have the screen of all the social media apps. Just sharing with you over here. Have a look here. Does that mean there are no messages? Does that mean there are no messages? No. That means that I don't need to know that there are messages. This is my notification tray. Does that mean there are no incomings? In fact, the only notification that is allowed is missed calls. But what does this mean? I don't need to know when someone is sending me a message. I want you to think of one thing. How about converting the FOMO to a JOMO? Any guesses what is JOMO? Joy of missing out. Right? Joy of missing out. It's okay, yaar. Aayega message to aayega. It will still keep coming. Pop-ups will keep coming. Now imagine what happens in the mind every time a pop-up comes. You are focused on something and there is a ping notification aaya. Or even if notification is not that, there is a light, right? I don't even have that light. Nothing. The simple reason is I don't need to know when messages are coming. Why? Because then I am on a platter giving my attention to the device. I'm allowing the device, I'm allowing the app to control my attention. So then there is a question, what about work messages? What to do? You're missing something important. What to do? What to do if you're missing? Because work messages will come. By the way, how many of y'all, type in the chat box right away, who have interacted me in the past? How many of y'all here have experienced that I immediately respond to WhatsApp messages? Thank you. Now I do, right? How come? How come? Does that mean, and they are all work messages, you are all my students, my community. If you say, I'm not able to access the course here, there, this is happening immediately. Sometimes I get a response, I get a message that, I lost my NLP practitioner certificate. Can you please send it to me? In 2 minutes, you will have it. How come that is being managed in spite of this? Which means that please understand that you don't have to have the notifications off to manage this. It's a mindset. I will go and check messages. I may go and check messages every half an hour if need be. But I am having the control of when I will check the messages. I'm not giving that control on a platter to the app, to the email, to the device. That doesn't mean I don't look at it. But I will go and look at it. And there are even more deeper principles beyond it, which right now, if I mention it, you may think that, what am I talking? But I'll just say it, just think about it. I will not open a WhatsApp message till I am in the position to act upon it. So while you may have seen all these responses which you are seeing over here, seen my quick response time, some of you may have even experienced me coming back to you after days and saying that, sorry, I missed your message. And that happens because I was not in a position to act on your message. That is why I chose not to open your message at that time. But the moment I'm in a position to open the message, there it goes. I'll open, I'll send it, and done. The moment you'll get my hi, you will get my response as well. So how about adapting that mindset? How many of y'all on your desktop have notifications? When an email comes, a notification comes in. How helpful is that? We think that we will see the point. Please understand the psyche behind this. A lot of times when we talk of digital declutter, it's taken to be a set of good practices and ye karenge to wo hoga, blah, blah, blah. And why we don't see, all that I'm saying is all there on the net. Okay. All these best practices for digital declutter are there on the net. What I am drawing your attention over here is to highlight to you that the why behind doing this. To highlight to you the myths of you thinking that I will miss out on important things if I don't do it. And a live example is there in front of you, talking to you right now. How it is helping. So in office, it requires Hanuman the same. Nothing is required in office. I'll tell you what happens. You are in the midst of doing some important work. You are preparing a report. In office, a notification comes up. You have got mail. What happens to your attention immediately? It goes there. You click on the notification. You see the mail. Then you see, oh, this is very important. I have to work on this. What happens to what you were doing already? Gone. You have already switched from there. Okay. That is one scenario. Alternative scenario. You click the notification, you open the mail, you say, oh, I'll do this later. Not that urgent. And then you go back to your task that you were doing. How is that helping anyway? How is that helping anyway? You have opened the mail at a time when you can't do anything about it. So that opening the mail was totally worthless, because anyway you have to go back and open the mail and read it. It has already disturbed you from what you were doing in the moment that time. So how is that helping you? Third scenario. Notification comes. You say, no, I'm a person of strict discipline. I will not even go and look at that mail. But notification has come. Okay. You say, let me continue to do what I'm doing. I'm not going to get distracted by all these notifications. I know. I'm not going to switch it off also. But let it come. I'm not going to get distracted. With super determination, you continue to work on what you're doing. But you know what is going on in your head? अरे कुछ आया है. अरे that mail has come. What if it is important? I'm not going to pay attention to it. But what if it is dead? Let me first complete this. I will not look at it. Am I missing something? Right? The fact that you are choosing not to focus on it, you need to focus to make it defocused. Right? Simple NLP principle. You cannot not think of something without thinking about it. So you're deciding not to think of that mail, but for that you have to think of the mail to not think about it. So imagine where your psychic bandwidth is going. Psychic bandwidth is your bandwidth of your brain, your processor in your head. और इधर उधर सब जगह जा रहा है. So tell me, what is that one thing that you would like to do right away? Which of these actions? I've given you a lot of thoughts already. Which of these actions you want to take right away, right now, to help you to start the process of declutter? Turn off notifications. Do that. There is one simple rule in productivity. It's called as the 2-minute rule. If you can do something in 2 minutes, then do it right away. This will not even take 2 minutes. So if you're really interested in experimenting this, I invite you, or you may say I challenge you. Right now, open your phone and switch off your notifications. Experience it for one day at least and see how it works. Do it right away. I'll give you a few seconds. Do it right away. I'm waiting. Do it and type in the chat box done. Awesome. Already implemented, always disabled. Super. So some of you are already following some best practices, and those who are already doing it, you can just share the experience of it. Are you missing out on important things? Let's debunk this myth. No, thank God, never learned how to turn on the notifications. Achhi baat hai, good. Right? Not even silent. No, why silent? Not even that light flicker. Let go. Let go. Breathe and let go. Okay. Those who are doing it for the first time, warning, caution, it may make you feel a bit discomfort. Okay. Experience it. Now, the thing is that having turned off the notification, what do? It's not about letting go of everything that happens around you. You are still responsible for all those messages which come in. But along with that, you now also become responsible for your attention. You are deciding when to put your attention where. So, what you will do once you have started doing this practice, you decide how often you want to go and check a particular app. Depending on your lifestyle, there is no standard rule over here. Someone may say, I'm okay with checking mails once in an hour. Somebody will say, I'm okay checking mails 2 times a day. And someone will say, I need to check mails every 10 minutes also. But you decide that time. Determine your frequency of checking. Yes. Switched off notifications, feeling different. हाँ होता है ना, अरे नहीं आएगा, मैसेज नहीं आएगा, पता नहीं चलेगा क्या होगा अभी. Experience that, be in that zone, and you will realize the impact of this. So you go to the app only when you think you are going to give the attention it deserves, not otherwise. So you decide, make that decision right away. Especially all those Instagram and Facebook pop-ups which keep telling you so many messages have come, which are totally most likely useless. So let that attention not be there at all. You may choose to go there. Doesn't mean you don't use the apps. You choose once in a day or maybe twice a day when you want to go there. But the more frequent ones where more important messages come in, like WhatsApp or any other messaging app you may have, or email, you decide what frequencies are you going to do. All right. Yeah, Soumya, like if you're getting orders from e-commerce website, you may need to do that. Keep it on. Okay, good. So decide that, choose that, make a choice. What other sources of clutter may be there? Yeah, Rahul is sharing FOMO was during Vipassana 10 days, but realize nothing is missed. Life goes on, yeah. Make a choice to see mails twice a day. Physical clutter. Physical clutter is a different ball game altogether. But right now, let's focus on the digital clutter. What other elements of digital clutter will be there? What if brain says to see the message? Initially, that will happen. Dekh lena. Go ahead and see it. But still, when you do that, you will realize you are empowered to realize when you are going and seeing it. You are not giving that attention to the mercy of those apps. And later you will realize, जाके देखा कुछ नहीं है. Fine. What else is there? Emails. Yes. Let's do another quick experiment. Open your email inbox. Maybe on the phone or on the laptop, wherever you are. And type in the chat box, how many emails are there in your inbox? Two 300, 3,500, 5 emails, unlimited, 133,100, mostly unnecessary, 11,772, 12,678, 13,550. What are they doing in your inbox? What are they doing in your inbox? My God, so many. And you may find this question weird. What are they doing in my inbox? Where else they should be? Let me show you a screenshot of my inbox. Yeah. Mobile version. Does that mean I don't get any emails? I keep getting emails from my students. I keep getting emails from where I've subscribed. I have subscribed to multiple newsletters. I keep getting emails from there. I keep getting emails of things that even I have not subscribed to. All of that. But this is a nirvana place to be. Inbox zero. How do you achieve this? Yeah, folders are there. Yes. Envy of freedom. Subscribe to one newsletter, unable to read it frequently, what to do? Yeah, all of that. That requires a way to deal with it. Most often, what people do, like Rumi had shared, I think, and even I used to do it earlier, email that need to be acted upon, go and mark it unread. But that unread email is not telling me what to do. It is only creating more clutter. So number one principle, do not use your email inbox as your to-do list. Yeah, you just shared your account before this workshop started the account. So mark mails for action, fine. Number one rule, do not use your email inbox as your to-do list. Because your email, by keeping it unread, or even keeping it there because you have to act upon it, is still not telling you what is to be done. Right? And that is another principle we learn in another program which I conduct, which is called as the high impact performer, where how to decide what your to-do list should tell you to do, being very specific. But email subject line will never tell you. Sometimes email subject line just says hello or urgent. And then every time you look at that, it's again creating more confusion. Arey, ye mark kiya tha, karna kya hai? Ah, okay, let me open and check something I have to do. So, not helping. Secondly, emails which you have already acted upon, they don't need to remain in the inbox anyway. Think about it. Every time we open up the inbox, every time you open up an email box, and there are 5,000, 11,000, 50,000 emails, or even 300 emails, or even 10 emails, what is happening in your mind as you see those? And this is deep because you'll say nothing is happening. I know emails to hainga na, वहाँ पे emails ही है ना. Sometimes nothing may happen consciously, but subconsciously it does create an overwhelm. Subconsciously, you're saying, "Oh my God, so much clutter." Can you work in a place on a table where there is a lot of clutter around you? Let's say you're put into a room where a table is given to you. There is enough place to put your laptop or put your books to work, but that is all the space you have. And you say, "That's all the space I need." But baki everything in the room is full of clutter. You may even say, "No, mera itna jagah kafi hai." But how productive, how creative will you be if you're working in the midst of clutter? Your email is adding to a similar version of a digital clutter, right? Zero creativity, exactly. Understand one rule. Every time you look around you and you see things that don't matter, you are processing in your head that they don't matter. मेरे काम का नहीं है, but वो process हो रहा है ना, ये मेरे काम का नहीं है. So you may say, I will look at the emails, I know what they are mostly junk mails, then why are they there? Just be brave and delete all of them. Or at least archive all of them or folder all of them. One of the ways to clear email is set a deadline, a dateline, let's say a timeline. Let's say today is 29 Jan. Set a date, let's say 31st December के पहले जो भी है, I would have already probably acted upon it. File कर दो. If you are scared of deleting it, file it or archive it. There is a simple button in your email inboxes, no matter what app you're using, called as archive. People are very scared of that button, thinking that if I press this, I will not be able to find the mail. ऐसा नहीं है. Archive is still kept within your server, within your folder. It is just nicely out of sight, out of mind. Sometimes that principle is needed in life when it comes to unnecessary things around us. Out of sight, out of mind. And then whatever recent ones are there, process it by asking, what do I need to do about it? And then there are multiple ways of organizing them in a way that they can tell you what you have to do. Archive is a simple button. If you're using Gmail, for example, you select the mail, there is an archive button. You archive it. It will just go out from your inbox, but somewhere in the background, it is there. So next time you do a search, you'll anyway get that mail. It is easily retrievable. Okay, so think about this. What are the things which are adding to the clutter? What else? What else is adding to clutter? Is it possible to set an email that after 1 week of receive it goes to archive folder? I'm not sure about that. Okay, what else is adding to the clutter? Digital clutter. Shortcuts on desktops, files on desktops. Yeah. Right now, if you are watching this on laptop, just minimize the laptop screen and see how does your desktop look. Does it look like this? How many icons are there? How many shortcuts are there? Again, you may say, "नहीं, I needed it. It's there. I need it." काम का है, सब कुछ काम का है. आपका पूरा डेस्कटॉप स्क्रीन काम का है. How many icons are there? Blank. Wow. Good. So again, it is like that physical clutter place where you sit and say, काम का नहीं है. या काम का है, पता है, I know what it is. But whenever you know what it is or what it is not, or whether it is useful or not, again, subconsciously you are occupying your bandwidth. It is adding to the mental drain and the fatigue that we spoke about. At the most, best practice is 0 icons on the desktop. But at the most, let's say 3 to 5, not beyond that. Not beyond that. So where should all those icons go? Where should all those files go? I'm not saying delete it. Where should they go? Organize. Yeah, put in the right folder. Right? Put in the right folder. Same thing for your downloads folder also. Download folder is like the junk box where everything is just dumped in. कोई भी email आया, anything immediately goes in download. नहीं चाहिए तो हटा दो. At least once a day, allot 5 to 10 minutes to clean up your desktop and your download folder. Maybe you put it as a shortcut, you need it again today, you put it there. Now create it in such a way that you know where to pick it up from. Rather than having it all. Now again, what happens when you open the desktop and you see all this? The mind creates overwhelm. Oh my God, what is all this? Whether you consciously realize it or not, please realize that your mind is under that constant overwhelm. Okay, so I want you to take action on things that you have learned today. The purpose of this session was to enable you to take action on what we have done. Declutter policy, 1 Pomo daily. Yeah, 25 minutes Pomodoro to declutter. Super. So great practice. Okay, some areas to organize. You can note it down, even take a screenshot of this as it comes up. Your hard disk. All your files, whether it is hard disk or on the cloud, have it in such a way that you are able to retrieve it instantly. If while retrieval you are searching कि भाई कौन से folder में होगा, what to do, क्या नाम रखा होगा, पता नहीं, it is all haphazard. It is worth taking your time to organize your hard disk. Your email inbox, which I already showed you. Internet bookmarks. There are so many bookmarks that we keep adding on to. बाद में पढ़ेंगे, ये है, वो है. Let's think about it. When you need to refer to a particular bookmark, how are you going to access it? It's okay to have bookmarks, but create bookmark folders so that you know, okay, if I have bookmarked something to read, I will go and access it there. Like when there are newsletters which keep coming and I have to read them, I put them in a particular folder so that when I have time to read, I will go directly into that particular folder to read. Yes, I'm showing the screen. More points are there. I have so many files on my email. I'm yet to organize them properly. I don't know where to start. Yeah. So simply archives. Take a cutoff date. उसके पहले का archive, उसके बाद का organize. Okay. So yeah, I'll go back to the screen. Social media. Okay, that reminds me, one more thing. On your mobile desktop, on your mobile screen, I'll actually show you what my screen looks like. I have three screens. Okay, one is, of course, the wallpaper is there. Okay. This screen, sorry, is having only 4 icons. Okay, one is chess because I like to play chess. Okay, and I choose when to go there. No notifications. Google Maps, calendar, and clock. And ऊपर एक वो Google का taskbar. Okay. Next screen for the controls of the what do you call it? Headphones. That's it. And mostly I keep it on this screen, which is completely blank. What I told you about the desktop also applies to the mobile. So also organize your mobile screen. Now, if I need a particular app, this is the way all my apps are organized. All messaging apps in one folder, all bank apps in one folder, all movies and OTT apps in one folder, all travel apps in one folder. Understand one thing. Your organizing system should be efficient enough to help you to retrieve things when you need it. Okay? This is as simple as this. So see whatever you can take away from this session and immediately apply it. Your internet usage, how do you monitor that? Now that is a different topic in itself. Okay. But there are apps to monitor, to put your timer on the social media, and they don't allow you to exceed that. But we don't have time to go into that right now. Various productivity tools, which actually I covered in the other program, which is called as the high impact performer. And having anywhere access to your files. This is something that has really helped. I use Google Drive. That is the reason I'm able to send the practitioner certificate even if someone would have completed it 2 years ago. Immediately, khatak se mil jata hai. If someone asks me for Aadhaar card copy, PAN card copy, immediately I can send it. Everything is on the cloud. Yeah, cloud mein you have to take care of security. It's all possible. It's all doable. There are multiple apps for that. Yeah. Digital well-being apps are there. Yeah. Right. Ratio Launcher is best app to organize folders. Sure, I'll try that. I didn't know about it. Thank you for sharing, Amit. Okay. So this is what I would like you to do and implement. To-do list from the home screen. You can, that helps. Yeah. So in my bottom screen, the bottom tray, which is there, I do keep my to-do app as well. So that's fine. So I'm just sharing some best practices, not from theory, not from books, but from actual practice and actual experience. And the idea of doing this program is to make you aware of the power of digital decluttering. Now, of course, there's lots of takeaway, a lot of things that you can start implementing right away. I have a particular program coming up from 1st of Feb, where I would like to invite all of you to join. And that is a simple 7-day challenge called as the Clutter Cutter Challenge. Okay. The focus of this Clutter Cutter Challenge is to have a digital detox. And it is not just doing digital detox because you know that it is the right thing to do, but doing it with an intention of thriving holistically. This is a very simple challenge. There will be only one live session on 1st of February. Baki, the entire challenge will be there on WhatsApp. So every day I will take up one element of your digital life and give you some tools and techniques to clean it up, to declutter it. Okay. The charges for this is only 1,999. I will share the joining link over here. Recording of first step will be available in the challenge group. Yes. And in the purpose of keeping it in as a WhatsApp challenge is that you don't need to have a fixed time to attend the class or to do it or to follow it and complete the assignment or anything. You can do it at your own time. Only thing is, within that day, you complete that task. Every morning, I'll be sharing what you have to do. So whether it is desktop cleaning or social media cleaning or turning off notifications, these are just the top of the surface which I'm talking about. Even deeper elements of how to actually go and do it. You can implement it easily along the way. In 7 days, we complete the challenge on 7th Feb. And in 7 days, the idea is to streamline your digital life. When you click on the link, all the details are given, what all will be covered, and everything is there in that. All right. So that is it. Make sure that you take charge of your digital life and don't allow your devices to control you. All right, so that was the intention, a short 45-minute discussion on aligning your digital life. Thank you. Before you leave, type in the chat box, what were your key takeaways from today? Yeah, I will be sharing today's recording because the Zoom limit got exceeded. 100 people only were there, and you are lucky ones who were able to attend this live. So congratulations to you. I'm right now already, when I glanced on WhatsApp, I saw there were multiple messages that not able to log in and all that. I will share the YouTube link for everyone. All right. And you can feel free to share the YouTube link even with your friends and families who you think can benefit from this session. Okay. So feel free to join in the challenge. Will the 7-day content which you share on WhatsApp be available to us after 7 days on your website? Good idea. I had not thought of it, but yeah, I will keep it. We will keep that as a ready reckoner, a checklist. Somewhere I will make sure that it is available to you. Sure. Makes sense, right? Will you talk about binge watching? Yes. Key takeaways was to take off all the notifications. Yes. Key takeaways was goodbye to the notifications. Yes, do that. It's kind of digital fasting or a notification diet. I like to call it that. Good. All right. So the next session will happen on 1st Feb once you join in the Clutter Cutter challenge. And I look forward to see you there. FOMO to JOMO. Yes, the joy of missing out. I tell you, that is immensely peaceful. A very nirvana type of place to be. Joy of missing out. करने दो जिसको जो करना है, हम अपनी दुनिया में खुश है. And at the same time, a very important part of, don't take this as, getting relief from all your responsibilities. It's not about getting that kind of moksha and not being attached at all. भाई इसी दुनिया में रहना है आपको. So your responsibilities, your tasks which need attention, you still have to focus on it. But you are willing to let go of things that really don't matter. Like Instagram, so many friends of mine keep sharing reels with me. Sometimes I check, sometimes I don't check. Sometimes I just hang them for sharing it with me. And I'm okay with not checking that. And they are sharing their joy. Ke, baba, ye dekho, acha maza aa raha hai. कभी टाइम मिला तो देखने का, नहीं टाइम मिला तो नहीं देखना. But don't apply JOMO in your work. Okay, you cannot miss out things where you are responsible for your task. All right. So that is the thing. Yeah, determine frequency of checking. Yes. Eventually, brain will get trained with this. Exactly. Today, your brain is thriving on those nuggets, that dose of dopamine that you are giving, that feeding that you are doing. करके देखो ये. And all those who are doing this notification diet for the first time, I am completely with you. My sympathies are with you that initially it will be a bit uncomfortable. Okay, I'm not saying that jadoo ho jayega and now you'll be okay immediately, but that discomfort is worth it. Test it out. Yeah. Great, Shalini. All the best. You did it for the first time today. Taking digital clutter into consideration. Thank you. Yeah, organizing digital apps, notifications. Join the challenge. Welcome on board, Bampa. Eventually, brain will get trained. Yeah. Sometimes you are answerable for not replying timely. Yeah. So that's where you decide, no, when you will go back and check. It's not about just letting go and not checking at all. But understand this, you will be the one who will be in control of your attention. And there is nothing more empowering than that. When you are in control of what you will give attention to and when. Doesn't that make you socially not welcoming? No, no. Do you think I'm socially not welcoming? You can ask my friends. No, right? And talking about that, Akshaya, there's one thing to understand, that being socially welcoming is one thing. And what I say may sound a bit harsh. And being a people pleaser is another thing. And there is a very thin boundary. And the thing to ask yourself is, how can you be socially welcoming without simply trying to be a people pleaser? When you do that, just as you are welcoming other people's boundaries, you also become socially welcoming because people start accepting your boundaries. हम लोग सोचते बहुत ज्यादा है ना, लोग क्या कहेंगे, भाई लोग क्या सोचेंगे वही हम ही सोचेंगे, तो लोग क्या सोचेंगे. Think about it. All right. Yeah, rather more mindfully available, as Rahul is saying. Very true. Right. NLP course is starting from 1st of Feb. Please message me. I'll share the details with you. Now that NLP course is 1st Feb in the mornings, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'll share the link with you. Okay. Key takeaways: do not use inbox as to-do list. Yeah. Let go of the comfort crisis. Yeah. Responsible dissociation. Well put. True, I was a people pleaser. Now socially welcoming, but keeping boundaries. Yeah, setting boundaries is very, very important. Even after turning off the notification, WhatsApp is asking to turn. हाँ, वो तो बोलेगा ही. In fact, very good point what Mohit is sharing. In fact, every new app you install, it is kind of pushing you to, allow notifications. And we go ahead and say yes. How many times you have installed a new app and you have just said yes because it is asking allow, don't allow? You say, नहीं, allow, I'll need to have the notifications. It will keep reminding you, boss, you have turned off the notifications. मेरा क्या होगा वो बोल रहा है. मुझे कौन देखेगा? So, uh, don't worry. Don't. You have to keep that boundary. And just as you set a boundary with people, you got to set boundaries even with your own digital devices and your own apps. How long have you been living zero app, zero mail, no notification? Almost 10 to 12 years. Right? Do you have any course on how to be super organized and do things timely? Yeah, there is a course called High Impact Performer. Currently, one cohort is already on. The next one will start later on. I'll let you know when that starts. I just set notification today. Good timing. I will switch as before. Good. Yeah. So all the things will keep asking you, keep it on, keep it on. Maybe banking apps, if you want, you can keep it on. That's okay. All right. So that's it. For all the best. Take control of your digital life, right? And feel free to join the 7-day journey with me. We begin on 1st of Feb. And step by step, we'll work towards decluttering your digital life. Thank you. High impact performer. Yeah, Shalini. Great. Yes, Anjuna, I got, you have joined it already. Welcome on board. Okay. So thank you. Goodbye. Welcome, Rumi. See you from 1st Feb on the journey ahead. See you. Bye bye. All the best. Thank you.